Hello. I'm Christine.
I'm Peace.
And we just finished an amazing book called
Saturday Magic.
Saturday Magic that just came out. It's called Saturday Magic, a Hoodoo story written by Nyasha, Kenda, and Sawyer, illustrated by Sawyer. And what do we talk about in the book? The ancestors are
with you.
The ancestors are always with you. Oh, didn't mean to leave you hanging. Yes, we got the ancestors with us. So a little bit about the book. We won't read too much so you can get it your own and learn about Daya's story on your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's read what it's about. One Saturday, Dayo awakens from a dream about a yellow bird. What could it mean? She knows it's up to her to figure it out. That's what detectives do, right?
Right.
Yeah. Over the course of the day, Dayo and her family move through their daily rituals, mantras, affirmations, and messages sent from her ancestors through the dreams reveal itself. This is a celebration of spirituality and her heritage and hoodoo and the beauty that we find in everyday magic. So what was some of the everyday magic that happened in the book?
The everyday magic.
What magic happened in the book?
I think it was about a yellow bird, and the yellow bird always followed Dayo.
Yeah. So the special thing, she had a dream, and that was kind of magic, right? What she dreamed about appeared in real life.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
What she had in her magical dream appeared in real life. And she became an investigator and discovered it. What were some of the other favorite things that you liked in the book? We learned about some new things. Talking about Saturday magic, what were some of the things that they did on Saturday to bring in all the good luck and all the magic? What are some of the things that they did?
Some of the things they did was opening the presents. Maybe.
What they do here? Remember? Do you remember what they did?
They got they blessed it.
Yeah, they blessed the water. They talked good things. We welcome wealth, health, and love always in this home. So they opened up the windows and let all the bad things out, and they blessed the water, and they washed the water and let all the good things in, right? Right. Okay, what are some other things that you learned about the ancestors? What was the new ritual that we learned?
They burned money and saved their blessings, and they gave the money to the sky.
Yes, that was super cool thing that I learned. Kiss the money, give it to the sky, and then give it to the ancestors. And you can watch the air once it burns. You can look at the smoke, and sometimes the smoke does different dances, or you can see it, or you can use your imagination, and it could be one of the ancestors that you see up here. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Super cool. What's some other magic that you really liked? Remember, they talked about the money, and what happened?
They talked about she picked up the coins, and she said 10 dimes. 10 dimes. That's almost like a whole money.
It was a home money. After she did the ritual, she walked to a friend's house, and magic, she had 10 dimes.
You wish you would have 10 dimes?
I do wish I had 10 dimes. I don't have 10 dimes. I need to maybe give some money to the ancestors, and maybe some magic will appear. Oh, what were the African goddesses that we learned about in the book?
That's what we learned in the book.
Do you remember their names? Look, with the mirrors.
Yeah.
They got mirrors.
And
they like the water.
They presented Ocean and Yemaya.
Yeah, Oshun and Yemaya.
As we gaze out at our reflections.
As you gazed at the reflection, they had a mirror. They got a beautiful mirror. Dedicated, one for Yemaya. Well, they pretended. One pretended like she was Oshun, and one pretended like she was Yemaya. Do you know the oceans of the water that we talked about?
Yeah.
That we talked about? What's the name one? What's it? When we go to the ocean, what's one of the ones that we think?
What's the ones that
Mommy
water.
Yes, we talk about Mommy Water. And what about the mermaid? What's her name? Lasaren. So they have Oshun and Yemaya, and we know Mommy Water and Lasaren. So we got to look them up and see what they're about. And then they talked about their day with a beautiful family. And this was your favorite part. Tell them about your favorite part of the book.
My favorite part was when they saw the pictures of the family at the end of the book.
The gratitude jar. That was my favorite part too. Do you think that we should do that? What are some things that we learned from this book that we could do ourselves? You would want to do? What are fun things that she did on Saturday that you would like to do?
I would like to do maybe burn the money, kiss the money, then give it to Sky, then the ancestors.
Okay, we'll do that. You know which one I like to do? I want to make this recipe, Grandma Rose's watermelon and orange salad. This sounds delicious. And guess what? We're growing mint from our garden. So we can put the mint from our garden. And the key thing about this is we got to use our intuition. What's your intuition? What does intuition mean to you?
It means growing up.
It could mean growing up, but I think intuition means learning about your spiritual gifts. Remember, her mommy said that she was a spiritual detective, and she learned by all of the different things that were happening. This might be the ancestors. If you see money on the ground and you just kissed and blew money, what do you think?
It's the ancestors.
That would be using your intuition. Beautiful. So there were so many good and fun things that we did in this book that we can't wait to try. Right, Peace?
Right.
Right. We're excited to try. We're excited to try. Well, we thank the authors and the illustrators for making such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. We hope that you all get a chance to incorporate this in your family. And how about we make a gratitude jar today? And we can put 3 things that we want. Let's do that today, huh?
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we'll create some magic and make a watermelon orange salad. How does that sound?
Good.
All right, good. Thank y'all for joining Storytime with Peace. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
I just want to share the amazing, amazing book that I just read with my daughter and my opinions on it. Me and my daughter talked about it during our story time with Peace, and now it's Mama's time to share all the magic that was in this book. There was so much magic, invitation to use your intuition, history. Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved it. And speaking of the ancestors, it was serendipitous or divine. The ancestors already at play. Peace and I read a book a couple nights before, and it was a little chick, and the little chick was he wasn't allowed to play with all the other kids on the farm or all the other animals on the farm because he was small. He was a little chick. He wasn't a big chick. Long story short, he learned about his ancestors. And who was his ancestor? A Tyrannosaurus Rex or a dinosaur or something like that. And Peace was like, what's an ancestor? then magic appeared. Magic appeared in the most beautiful way for me to explain what ancestors were and how to incorporate magic and ritual in everyday life and to invite the ancestors into our everyday life. And it was just so beautiful to see that and hear the excitement in her voice of just what she thought about it. One of her favorite parts was not only the pictures of the family, but the pictures of the ancestors that she saw, and actually burning money and the magic that appeared when you give money to the ancestors, or when you show them some love. And just to see that was one of her favorite things, just lit me up. I also really loved the diversity within the book. First of all, love the dad. And I love the dad that the dad was off on Saturday, because as my husband, Peace's dad, is a chef, it's rare that he's home on a Saturday. And when he's home on a Saturday, he always cooks us a big breakfast. And so the fact that the dad cooked a breakfast, oh, it was everything. And her daddy has locks like this daddy. And so I absolutely love that. But just looking at the colors are fabulous. It's just like bright and warm. You could see it's a lot of yellow. You can see the magic throughout this whole book. So shout out to the illustrator. Really bright colors. It's super colorful, eye-catching, and I can't wait to read this book over and over again and just continue to be the spiritual detective, as Daya's mom claimed it or said it, to look at the different things that are in the background of the book. But one thing that I did notice when she went to her friend's house, I noticed that it was a queer couple, and I love that. I love the subtle nuances of just, yes, look at the beautiful queer family right here. It was so beautiful. And Peace learned a little bit of respect, that you have to greet everybody. So you can see the different cultural traditions that are in it. Make sure you greet everybody before you go and do your thing. You know, make sure you say hi to everybody and greet them. So I love that. I love that so much. And you could see the different generations between the moms and the kids and the parents and the grandparents, and the grandma had the recipes. I love the rituals before leaving the house, spraying with some rose water and putting on your crystals. Like, it just lit me all the way up. But I have to say, one of my favorite parts was when they were gifted mirrors and they pretended to be Oshun and Yamaya. That filled my heart all the way up. It exploded. First of all, that gift is an amazing gift. And the fact that they intuitively just pretended to be these beautiful goddesses, African goddesses, it was so powerful. And then me and Peace got to have a conversation of the gods that we know, or the Loa that we know, because I am a voodooizant and I practice Haitian voodoo. So we have similar water spirits like Metagwe and Lasaren and Mami Wata and all of those deities. So she also learned about Oshun and Yamaya. And so she's going to be exploring and tapping into that. And the embodiment of it, to see yourself, gave me inspiration and ideas to make a Kari shell mirror for my daughter. So I love that. And look at I just love the diversity of the moms here. That just filled my heart to see that. So overall, amazing book. I cannot wait to try the ritual, all of the new ritual, because I learned some new Saturday rituals. Okay, I'm going to be washing my floor, blessing the water, adding a couple of coins, not only did I know, and I can't wait now that she read this book, I know that she's going to be super excited to create some Saturday magic with me as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you to the authors and the illustrators for your time and the intention and the power that was weaved into every page and every word and every picture in this book. It just lit me all the way up inside. And I know it did for my up and coming Hoodoo little daughter as well. And I think today we're actually going to maybe put some things from our garden out on the altar and kiss it up to the ancestors. But amazing, 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 amazing book. I think it should be in every home, not just every Black home or Hoodooist home, but it should be in everybody's home because there is magic in the mundane. We just have to open our eyes to look at it, be those little spiritual detectives and use our intuition because we know it's growing every day. So thank you.